Steve, I called your show because I'm worried about my sister-in-law, who's more of a sister to me than anything. She's not healthy right now. The relationship that Rissa has with her husband, Chad, is going downhill because they fight all the time.
Every time that her and Clarissa have conversations, even through text, she brings up old wounds, so then Clarissa gets pissed off. It's like she keeps on adding to it. And I explained to her, like, she needs to mind her own business.
Clarissa has been my business since she was 8 years old, and she is never gonna stop being my business, whether he is in the picture or he isn't.
Me and Clarissa have been together for 3 years, been married for 1 year. My daughters, I have Braley, she's 19 months, and then I have Everly, that's 9 months.
So when Clarissa got pregnant with the oldest baby, Chad started to say that the baby wasn't his.
Clarissa already told me once that she wasn't mine. That was somebody else's little kid. So I don't know if she said it being angry, but you know, having her family members say it also, it doesn't help.
And then 10 months later, she got pregnant again. And when the youngest baby was born, he started to deny the youngest baby.
In the beginning of the relationship, Clarissa had her phone and I grabbed it from her and I looked at it. And she had some guy on Messenger, and I'm like, and she's talking sexual to him. Clarissa was trying to say that that was her old sugar daddy, which in new sugar daddy, old sugar daddy, she still shouldn't have had it on her phone regardless because she was with me at the time.
So Clarissa told me that one of the times that Chad had taken off to go to a hotel, apparently he tried to call an escort service and paid $50, got ripped off, it didn't go through.
I thought she was cheating on me, and I actually made some calls. I was gonna get an escort, whatever. I never fell through with it. I was pissed off, I was hurt. All of a sudden, before we were gonna come to the show, Clarissa started getting more, I don't know, angry or aggressive, whatever it may be. And she was basically just told me, you can't tell me what to do, you're not gonna control my life. I'm gonna go sell myself on some page.
Clarissa sent Chad a text message that she was going to make an OnlyFans. But Chad knew that she was talking about making an OnlyFans for her fee. And so she sent that text message, and then it turned into a catastrophe. But they both know how to throw jabs at each other and hit each other right in the throat, right where it counts. All I want is for the children to live in a safe, happy home where they're taken care of and they're not watching their parents fight all the time.
If I found out these two girls ain't mine, I'm gonna be heartbroken. And I don't know how I'm gonna react, but I'll probably have to walk away.
The fact that he denies the babies, it absolutely breaks Clarissa's heart. It tears her down emotionally. I feel like she has taken her real self and hidden it somewhere, and that until all these issues are resolved with them, we're not going to get her back. I wrote to the show asking for help for Clarissa because I want her to be happy and healthy and be able to move on in life with or without Chad.
I feel like Elizabeth's putting her nose where it doesn't belong. She needs to just mind her own business, basically. Not worry about her own family life.
Clarissa, that's your husband, and how long has he been accused you of cheating?
Basically since the whole relationship.
And how long is that?
For about almost 3 years.
3 years you've been together?
Yeah, so he moved in rather quickly. I'd just gotten out of like a really unhealthy relationship, and I wasn't looking for love. When I met Chad, I instantly found love. We clicked, you know, we had connections. And then he moved in rather quickly. A month later, I got pregnant. My ex was still living with us. And then a little bit before...
Whoa. He moved in with you and your ex?
Yeah.
And you start having sex with Chad, and you get pregnant?
Yeah.
And the other dude's in the house?
Yeah. Because he was not willing to leave.
You don't found that strange?
He wasn't willing to leave, so...
But that could be, like, pretty volatile situation, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Chad didn't like it, did he? Mm-mm. What's this photo he found in your inbox?
It was from my former sugar daddy. So He
What was
sent
the
a
picture
picture of him in his boxers holding his thing. But you couldn't see it, just of him in his boxers.
He's holding
It was
his
unexpectedly.
male appendage?
Yeah, it was just unexpectedly. And I've never sent pictures like that, and he only paid me for my time to communicate with him.
Yeah, but why didn't you just delete it as soon as you got it?
Well, I didn't see it because
Oh, so Chad saw
yeah,
it first.
he
Okay.
saw it first.
And what did this sugar daddy do for you?
Just,
Tell me the whole concept of
he
it.
gave me money. I was a single mom, so he gave me money to help me support my kids at the time, and he just paid me basically for the communication. We never saw each other on video, never met in person, sexually, anything.
You just talk on the phone?
Yes, just like through text.
Oh, not even talk?
No.
Just do text?
Yep.
And he paid you?
Yes.
How much would a typical payment be?
He would ask me sometimes 200, sometimes 300 a day.
Just to text?
Yes.
Pretty sweet gig. Did you send him pictures?
No, never.
Never. He didn't even know what you looked like.
Nope, just my profile pictures on Facebook.
You could have been a dude,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, he would have known. And how long did this go on for?
Well, he was my sugar daddy for quite a while, and then it brought into a relationship for about like maybe a month and a half. But then Chad was also texting other women and deleting their messages.
So Chad was texting women too?
Yes.
So you're
at the
texting the
same
sugar
time.
daddy, he's
Yes.
texting other women. But you fell in love with Chad
Yes.
and you got married. No, you're not married.
No, we are married.
Oh, you are married?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. How long you been married?
For about almost 2 years.
And now this is putting a strain on it, right?
Yes, between his family and my family saying that I cheated, his family saying that he cheated. No,
Your
that his-
family told him
I'm cheating.
you cheating.
Yes, his family's telling
Why'd your
him
family
I'm
do
cheating.
that?
I don't know. They don't like him. His family doesn't like me. They don't want us together. So they were trying to say that the babies weren't his, and
Are the babies his?
they are 100%.
Did you ever tell him that it's not?
I did out of anger, yes.
Okay.
Because he knows where it
Never
hurts me.
a smart thing, right?
Right.
Why'd you say that to him?
Because as bad as it hurts me, I knew if I said that to him, it would hurt him. Hoping
Yeah.
that it would stop, but
So you want to hurt him really bad.
yeah.
That's true love. What kind of argument did he get into that you would say such a thing?
Just little stuff.
Little stuff. You didn't
Yeah.
take out the garbage. Those aren't your kids.
Well, we got in a fight, like, accusing of, like, the cheating and stuff, and then that's when I brought up they're not
Has Chad
yours.
ever cheated on you?
I'm not sure. I know, like, he brought up the escort thing, paid her $50, never went through, and then another
Where do you
thing.
find an escort for $50?
I-
It's this hoboescorts.com. Like, tell me about this text message that you sent to Chad before coming to the show.
Yeah, I said I was going to make an OnlyFans page because he won't let me work as a hairdresser, won't let me work at all because men obviously will be coming at me. He tries to control like what I wear and how I look, so I told him I'm going to start an OnlyFans page and sell my body or become a stripper. That's what I told him because I knew that would irritate him. But he knows that
You
if I
love getting under his skin.
yes,
right?
if I did an OnlyFans page, it would only be for my feet because with him taking off all the time, I need to be able to have my own money to support my kids and know that we're going to be
Where
okay.
does he take off to?
Hotels.
And stays there?
For days at a time.
'Cause you're
Doesn't
fighting.
contact me at all.
Because you're fighting.
Yes.
And you're going to sell pictures of your feet.
To make money.
Men will pay you for pictures of your feet.
Yeah, on an OnlyFans page. Because I can't work because I
I'm
have
not.
to
I
stay
want to
home.
see these feet.
You're a mother of 4 children. 4 children. They're going to look after you.
It was wrong for me to carry on that sugar daddy into at least a month and a half
Yeah, but
into
you're
our
talking-
relationship. But you were also talking
No,
to
no, no,
other
no.
women,
Listen, I talked to other
deleting
women, never
messages.
sexual.
Yeah, but if it was
Never
nothing,
sexual, never
if it was
sexual.
nothing,
You're-
you deleted. I kept all his messages.
Nah, your
kept every
stuff,
single
no,
one.
yeah, and it was very sexual too. Oh,
But I
what you
kept
gonna
it
do
all.
with this? Or how
You
do I know
deleted
that
all
that
yours.
picture wasn't
And
there?
then the escort paying $50.
Listen, what did you
without
see in
coming
me?
to me, without getting actual proof that I've cheated on you, you go out and do
Excuse
that.
me, when you call me a loser, you say all this stuff to me. I take care of your 2 other children. I give them a good birthday, and you call me a loser, and then I take care of other 2 children?
Well, the 2 are
Shouldn't be.
yours.
Yeah, 2 of my children, but when I take care of other 2 children, and I see a daughter, like she goes to a church and to get like clothes, whatever. Her daughter sees these shoes. Oh my God, I see a kid so happy to get these shoes. I'm
Yeah,
like,
but
wow.
when you marry a woman with kids, you're taking them all.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. Of course I am. You know what? And I offer to adopt them too, because I know that
But
father.
you know, that's nice, and you know, I'm sure you're a provider. But you're a guy, right? You're single at the time you meet her.
Yes.
She's attractive, and you're thinking, oh,
Yes.
she's younger, she's hot. I want to be with her.
Yeah, it wasn't. Well, my first intentions when I first met her, I didn't like, you know. Don't get me wrong, everybody's gonna get a butt, but I wasn't looking at that because I didn't want my intentions to be bad. Afterwards, I looked at that. I fell in love with who she was.
But she's an attractive woman.
Yes.
Right.
And what she said to me.
So you move into it with her, right?
That's what I say. Yep. That was crazy. Yeah,
hey,
that was crazy. I want him gone. Listen, you have no idea.
Yeah, but
I told him.
I'm looking at you, and I'm like, you know, we're two middle-aged white guys, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm asking you.
What am I doing? Yeah, I said the same thing, man. I'm like, hey, look. I told him, I'm like, listen, if my ex wanted, I said, I would have left the house. What are you still doing here?
Right.
Like, she don't want nothing to do with you. And he stuck around, but.
But so, like, let me ask you this. You're making love to her, right?
Yes.
You're enjoying it.
Awkward. But
What?
Awkward with him. Yeah. You already know.
And the dude
I felt he was
is in
watching
next
the other room. I thought, that's what I thought. Dead serious, man. Like, he's around the corner doing this. I was like, whoa. And not even that, though. Another thing, I was away for 2 months. She was talking to somebody else. While Liz on that
This was before you left to jail. I was going to
It don't
leave you.
matter, it don't matter. 2 months, you got Liz over here talking junk, but she's over here jeopardizing my marriage.
When you went into jail for those 2 months for driving without your license, I
For
stayed
my
faithful.
daughter choking.
You
I
went to
stayed
jail
loyal.
for 2 months
2
for
months
driving without
my daughter was choking, she froze. I decided to drive. I just did what
Yeah,
a father
but I
would
mean,
normally
2
do.
months in jail for not having a license?
It was the minimum mando.
I know, but I'm saying that's a long time for driving
It
without
sucked.
a license.
It sucked. I mean, I did it for my kid. They told me, like, there's nothing they could do, but
Okay.
for that time, though,
Why aren't the two of you together?
I'm in love with her.
Oh, you are?
Yes, I am.
Except all the cheating.
I've been there since day.
The little one definitely
He
works
denies
like
the little
that.
one.
Hey, well, the Braley, when she was first born, honestly, I wasn't trying to get attached. And when I
Definitely
did, she gave me those
chastised.
googly eyes. I said, I'm done.
You're done.
I'm done.
All right, this is the 19-month-old. This is the 19-month-old here,
Yep.
right?
Braley.
And the DNA results, Chad, is that you are the father of Clarissa.
No.
I mean,
She
that's...
looks, yeah, but she looks like her. She looks
No,
like,
it looks just like you.
she looked like, you know what she looked like? She was a baby. Whitey Bulger, no lie.
Whitey Bulger.
Yo.
No, but I mean, you put a little growth on that baby, and I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean, all us bald people look like somebody. Come on now. We could look alike, brother. Just saying, man. Put it out there with you.
Okay. You'd be the little brother, though.
Yeah, I know. You're telling me.
8-month-old, and you took a test, Chad, and that DNA test comes out that you are the father of Clarissa.
I told you.
We asked Chad, while in a relationship with Clarissa, have you had sexual contact with any other woman besides her? He answered no. While in a relationship with Clarissa, have you had sexual intercourse with any woman besides her? He answered no. Besides the time you were scammed by an escort, while in a relationship with Clarissa, have you used an escort service for sex?
No.
You answered no. The results came back all the same, and it came back that Chad told the truth. Clarissa took a lie to tuck the test, and we asked her, while in a relationship with Chad, have you had sexual intercourse with any other man besides him? She said no. While in a relationship with Chad, have you had sexual contact with any other man besides him? She answered no. When you looked at the picture of your sugar daddy holding his junk, no, we didn't ask her that.
No, you didn't ask that? Okay, that was a good one.
We didn't ask that. To those two questions that we asked, the results came back the same, and it came back that Clarissa told the truth.
Wow.
Okay, but now both families are wrong. Nobody's cheating, nobody's doing anything, and you're fighting over nonsense. You're saying terrible things to each other. People are leaving and not even going to bed at night together. If neither one of you are doing any dirt, how do you end up in such a bad spot?
Love you.
Well, you got both good results. You got to block out all the noise. Good luck in your marriage.
Hey,
Good luck.
pleasure to meet you, too. Hey, Jerry Spring.